Hello, daughters of destiny, you got this. And thank you for tuning in to all of our wonderful and beautiful ladies. I want you to know that I love you to life. And listen, go on and share and invite, because on tonight I have this special guest, my mom. I'm going to introduce her later, but I want to talk to you. Invite. If we have newbies, I want to welcome you to the Daughters of Destiny. You got this. Do me a favor, is to log on to Daughters of Destiny Facebook page and hit like. And there we encourage, uplift, and we push you to your destiny. I want to hear from you. What is it that you would like to talk about? Summer is almost over, and so I just want to get ready for the fall. What is it you want to talk about? Inbox me. I don't mind you inboxing me, and maybe you come up with a theme or some topics to talk about. And most importantly, I want to send a shout out, as always, you know I do, to the bishop and to my hubby, the love of my life. I want to thank him for all that he's doing, and also to the man behind the camera, Minister Jay, and his beautiful wife. You know, they always make us look good as we continue to come on across the airways. But now, let me introduce you guys to our queen, our monarch of our family. And she is my mom. Me and my brother say mom. My sissy, y'all know Sissy Gail, she say mommy. And so those know her as Mother Bowens. My husband say Miss G, grandma, she's a prophetess. You know, she carries a lot of hat. But as you begin on in our conversation, you will find out that where I get my strength from and my wisdom. And today, she's a strong woman, amazing woman. She has 2 degrees and 1 associate degree. And so this woman is not, and she can sell. She's a salesperson, an entrepreneur. She's a businesswoman. That's how I get my etiquette, and I got it from my mom on how to sell and how to represent. But she is my mom, a blessing to the whole family. And I want to introduce you. Say hello, Mom.
Hello. So glad to be here today.
I'm glad to have you. Listen, we're going to talk about pearls of a mother or pearls of a seasoned saint. Okay. Because I think in this day and time, we just need to hear the wisdom of a seasoned saint. So many things, and we have grown up, and church ain't what it used to be, but we're going to slow this train down. Mm-hmm. And it's time to hear the wisdom of a woman who, not only that, I don't think everybody know that you had spiritual, you still do, you have spiritual daughters. And I was trying to count through the course of the day, I'm thinking about 65 through the course of your years of walking this life of being a saint. You're 73 now. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of women that you have ministered to have come and gone, and some have gone to be with God. Yes. You know, and so I think this moment is a great moment just to hear from what you have to say in our building our strength and walking this life as a woman. You know, some are in this pandemic are going through struggles. Mm-hmm. With identity, yes. With being a mother, because normally the kids be in school, so the balance normally they get a break. Mm-hmm. And so now it's a 24/7, mm-hmm. 7 days yes. a week. And some may be going through stressful situation in their marriage. Yeah. I mean, I'm touching topics that you have ministered to through the years. This is nothing new. Guys, I have even gone with my mom, and I've sat there while she ministered to people, or been on the phone ministering to women from all walks of life. And so I want you to just talk about, Mom, as a woman. I want to hear your wisdom as a woman of God, as a woman as a whole. How that you can encourage these ladies that are watching tonight?
First of all, Ella, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so glad to be here. But when we start talking on this topic, I have to go back to my mother.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, my mother was a great example of a woman of God, as a mother, as a wife. And she also instilled in us. She instilled in us how to take care of your children.
That's right.
How to take care of your husband.
That's right.
And she was a quiet, spirited woman, but yet a powerful woman that did not play.
Yeah.
But however, she remind me of the woman, the Proverbs 31 woman.
Yeah.
She was she would get up early in the morning. She would make her biscuits. And when my dad would leave to go to work, the whole family was sitting at the table to eat breakfast before he went to work and before we went to school. Even on Sundays, we all ate together. We did things together as a family. No car, no phone. So we had plenty of time for each other. And not only as in my growing up years, Mom was there through my whole life. Until the Lord called her home.
That's true.
And I'll tell you, there are some things that you have to teach your children. One of them is the first thing, you have to be a good role model.
Yeah, that's true.
For your children.
That's true.
Not just telling them what to do. They need to see that you practice what you teach them.
That's true.
And remember, your child, you are the first person that they know, because of the fact you've carried them, and then because of the fact that you are raising them.
Right.
And so we have to teach them to not only do these things, but we have to show them.
You know, and I look at this woman, that the pearls of a woman is a wisdom, is building. It's like a precinct upon precinct. It's like building the foundation for relationships, building the foundation for your children when they're small. They're looking up to you as being the model, as being the example that's guiding them. And let me tell you this, guys. I guess sometimes some people may say I'm too cocky. But growing up, my mother spoke life to me. She spoke life to all of her children. She spoke life to every last one. She believed. And so therefore we receive her wisdom. And if you had weakness in school, my mama took the time. Even when she got off work, she took the time and got some help so that it can strengthen us wherever we need to be strengthened, especially me. And so if I was weak in English or math, my mother, that's the help that she got me. And so it didn't matter what the teacher said. It mattered how the progress, well, let me reword that. She heard what the teacher said. And not only did she did that, she cried out unto the Lord, and whatever her children need, and got us help in whatever situation that is, and growing up and going to school back and forth. And my mother was very supportive. She showed up. Mom worked at GE, went to work 6 o'clock, 6 in the morning, and got off about by the time you got home it was like after 4. And so, and then I had PTA, going to any programs, she was there. You know, my mama was there, setting the example. And I'm gonna let her talk because I can say so much. I could take the whole program and say so much about what she has done. And
let me give you a few more things that I feel. You have to set boundaries.
Yeah, that's true too.
Although we know that our children, they're small, they will try us, and you have to be consistent.
Yes, that's true.
You know, you can't set a rule and break it and let them get by, because they're going to try you and they're going to do it if you let them get away. Another thing is to be respectful.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
You have to teach your child to be respectful, and you also have to respect your child.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Because of the fact that we want them to respect us. And so the greatest example of being respectful is that you respect them.
Right.
Okay. Now, another one is being supportive, as you mentioned, Elder. Being supportive and loving. It can be tough growing up. They're children, they're still learning.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so the thing that I would suggest is that you sit down with them. Yeah. And you encourage them, you talk to them, and let them talk to you.
That's true.
There were times when we would sit down, I would sit down, and I would let them voice their opinion as to how they felt about me or home or dad or whatever, and I let them talk, and I didn't correct them. I listened, and I learned that there were some things I could do better as a mother.
Y'all, I got to pause right there. She was so true, because I could not wait to fry this every Friday. I said, I can't wait to Friday because I got to get some off my chest. Off my chest.
Yes, she did.
But we did it. You gave us the floor, but we had to be. We knew we was respectful.
Yes.
And it won't like I'm gonna tell you something and I'm gonna tell you all. No, she allowed us to express ourselves, and that's an opportunity that you gave us to be able to use our own minds to be independently. All of us was independently, and we have our own. We had our own gifts. All the mama's children had their own gifts. Frankie could cook. He could sing. I mean, God, she could sing. And he can encourage. Frankie was an encourager. Rodney is an encourager. He's a hugger. He's a jokester. And he's very, all the kids are very sensitive.
He was quiet. He was very quiet.
Yeah, we had to, we could do nothing around
but very loving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and another thing, Elder, if I may say, you have to be patient.
Right.
You have to teach them to be patient, and you have to be patient, because they're, as I said before, they're still growing up, and they're going to make mistakes. And please don't ever forget to tell your child that you made mistakes too.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And there were some mistakes that you regretted.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and you suffered consequences.
I can think of something. Yeah.
And then also forgiveness.
Yes.
And then there I'm going into the part where really helped me through in raising my children, and in my mama being an example.
Right.
Is getting to know God.
Oh yeah.
And to teach them.
Oh yeah.
Teach them, and not send them, but carry them to church, you know, and a Bible teaching church. And also let them see you pray.
Yeah. Yes.
Teach them to pray, but let them see you pray. Let them see you do things that you want them to do. And I'm telling you, when you encourage your children, this is good for them, because they will become encouragers.
So what would you say to a mother who is stressed out. Now that we got all that out of how our children and what we should do, and so we're in the now century, the 20th century.
Yeah.
And now at this point, not only has things have shifted, now we're in a pandemic.
Right.
And so in the pandemic, what can you tell that single mom? I know you weren't single, but what can you tell, because you have ministered to single moms?
Yes.
And what can you tell that mother who's not single but married but still have to balance the house?
Oh, yes. First of all, in dealing with singles, it is definitely rough trying to raise a child by yourself. And I take my hat off to you.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is that, again, you got to put your trust and confidence in the Lord.
Yes, sir.
No, everybody is not saved, but we all depend on support from our family. We depend on support from even the grandparents, the aunts and the uncles. To have a supportive family or system, it is truly a blessing. Now, I know that you are dealing with this pandemic, and also you're dealing with your children being home, and you're used to them being at school. Some of you are working. Some of you are trying to teach the children. If you find that you can't handle that part of it, don't feel bad. Get some help.
That's good.
There is somebody out there, even sometimes some students that will be able to help your child. That's what I did for Elder. I saw where she had problems, and I got professional help, teachers and all, to help in those areas. Even with one was a principal that, and then one of her teachers was very good. We dealt with the problem. You got to face it. You got to face the problem, but be encouraged. God is going to see you through this.
And I'm going to tell you, in the midst of her helping me, I had issues in early years with dealing with math. But as I got it, when I finished, I graduated from high school, I was heading into doing trigonometry. And so I love math. I still love it today. And then even with my English, breaking it down, nouns and pronouns and all that, I don't like English, but it's something that must need to be done. And so with that getting me help, and as I grew up and I watched you as being a parent, both you and Daddy, as being a parent, y'all didn't really go anywhere travel anywhere without taking us. We went to, Busch Gardens, Kings Dominion, Georgia, Connecticut, the family reunions and all that. We traveled. My dad and mom loved to travel, and I cannot tell you if we stayed at anybody's house. Growing up, I don't remember. If you stayed there, that's because you wanted to. But my mom made it easy and you talk about protection. Mom protected us, and there's another thing too. I took that example and put it in my own in raising Gerard. I didn't leave him with anybody. We didn't go out. If we traveled, if we went to, when Gerard was young, we was going to Walt Disney. We did Walt Disney every year for 19 years. And until if you say one more year, if you tell your daddy you want to go to Walt Disney one more year, I am going to do something to you. But we traveled and took him along. And I took that example from my own family as well as Bishop did too. And so some things that in this pandemic, you may not could travel, but you can go in your backyard and have have a picnic, build a fortress and with blankets and sheets, and y'all can have camping outside. Make up some food, some picnic blankets. Let them make the peanut butter and jelly, something, and there's fun. Act like get the pool, and you can do some fake fish and act like y'all fishing, or haggle seat. Go back old school with the kids, because one thing is more than just watching TV. You just gotta put that stuff up once you clock out at work. Some of you are home working. Clock out. Take a deep breath and tell them, look, give mama 30 minutes. Get your 30 minutes rest and say, look, I'm going to meet y'all outside. This is what I need y'all to pick up and take outside. Have a marshmallow roast and make marshmallows sandwiches. I mean, with the graham crackers and stuff like that. Little things that you could just make up old school. Take a stick and put hot dogs on the stick, and while you got the little fire pit going and roast it up there. There are little things that you can get them to do, and help them to burn their energy up.
That's it. Burn that energy.
And if you love gardening or planting, let them do it. Yeah. Let them have their own pots.
That is one thing, Elder, during this pandemic that is very important, and that is to get them out of the house and to do things together. Even if you just take a little ride, you don't have to get out and go no specific place, but children have plenty of energy that they need to burn up.
Right.
And so create a lot of different activities. Ask them what are some things they would like to do. Look, mothers, we know that you are working. We know that you're trying to teach the children. We know that you're trying to balance your family, whether you be single or whether you're married. Then you're trying to clean the house. You're trying to cook. You're trying to be a wife. Yeah. And so what is going to have to happen? You're going to have to sit down and plan.
Balance. That's true.
Yeah, plan. And also, at the end of the day, because if you're up 12 o'clock, that don't mean they need to be up 12 o'clock.
That's true.
You need to balance out everything and spend some time with your husband and take time for you.
Yes.
In the midst of all this busyness, if it's just taking a nice hot bath with candles and celebrate you. Yeah, that's true. And then you will do better. You will feel better.
Yeah, I had my moments when and when you set a time when your children get up and go to bed. I think I had Gerard going to bed maybe about 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night. And then on weekends, we let him go past 10. We let him go to 10 o'clock. But when he went to bed, Gerard would just fall asleep because 7:30 would come around, he'd be just out. We can go to prayer revival, and Gerard would be out. And so when you train them to go to bed and it's their bedtime, you ain't got to say it's time for bed. You said, you know what time it is, and they'll start going taking their baths, and that's training. So then when they're in the bed, that little moment is your time. It's your time. But I want to speak to these ladies, these mothers who are amazing. You're doing great things and you're doing wonderful things, and sometimes you're frustrated. I want to encourage you on today. I thank God for what you're doing. I thank God for your skills. I thank God for the gift that you have, and I thank God for your push, and you're pushing, and I want to let you know it's not gone unnoticeable. God sees it. We see it, and I want to let you know that I love you too. Like, you are amazing to me, and you have broke all boundaries. You talking about breaking the chandeliers and all that stuff. You already there. Now you ain't got to get there. You're already there, and being creative. I love you, and I want you to know, because I'm an empty nester.
Yes.
And you are empty nester. I'm 50, going on 53 now. 50. I'm 50. Okay. Anyway, you don't need to know. And I'm in my 50s, and so, and you know, my son in his 30s, and so I'm an empty nester. So I'm encouraging you, and I want you to know that we thank God as women.
Amen.
As
Amen.
women, we thank God for you, because how did I get this encouragement and uplifting women? I got that from my mother. That's what she did. Her goal and she installed in me, never be jealous for a woman.
That's
always
right.
Uplift, encourage, and clap to push her to her next destiny. That's how I got that way. I ain't jealous, because I know when God is working it out for you, he's making room for me. I know if he's blessing you, I know my blessings around the corner. And if I know he has made ways out of no ways for you, I know he has done it for me. Yes. And most importantly, I know he's a healer.
Yes.
And if he healed you, he'll heal me the same way.
He's a provider.
And he is a provider.
And even in the midst of this pandemic, God will take care of you.
Yes.
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 Trust him. Trust him.
Yes.
He got you. And he will take care of you.
That's right.
I'll share this with you. There's no one like you.
Oh gosh.
You are one of a kind. You are special. When he made you, baby, he threw away the mold. No one walks like you. No one talks like you. You're a designer original.
Ooh, that's nice. That's nice right there.
Keep that in your spirit.
I had to add that book because she went deep on that one. And you know what? And that's the teaching that I got going up, guys. That's the teaching. Remember, your words have power. And so whatever you tell yourself, you become. Whatever you put in the atmosphere, it becomes. But remember this, your angel does not do negativity. Whatever your angel only moves according to the word of God. That's what you taught me. Your angel, when we begin to say positive words according to Hebrews 11:1, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence ain't never seen. And when you begin to speak to her, when you begin to speak to her spirit and begin to speak to her creativity and remember that who made you, God owns a cattle on 1,000 here, and he said that you are the apple of his eye. He got you. He got you, and you got this. And listen, we can talk all day. We can talk all day until we encourage her. How did I learn how to encourage? I learned that from her. I sat and watched her, how she encouraged so many and blessed so many and spoke in people's lives and prayed unto God that God would begin to change things in their life. How did I begin to pray? Learn how to pray? I learned how to pray from my mama. Listen, the greatest example your children can learn is you. Yes. The greatest example. See, we look at examples from all those stars and celebrities. No, they cannot speak into your children's life. They can't do nothing for you, honey, but keep you buying more tickets and shake your rump like you ain't got no business. The devil is a lie. Speak life to your children, and especially when they go far left. You tell the devil is a liar, and speak life to your children, and put that anointing oil on your children. Because I remember when I was sick, and I had a fever that could not be broken.
Some water from the Holy Land.
Water from the Holy Land. And Mama cut up some potatoes, some white potatoes, put it around my neck, and call on Jesus. Honey, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Oh yes, and God moved.
And He moved.
This was some holy water that someone had given me, and this girl fever was high, and all I could think of was getting that holy water.
That's right.
You know what? Because God is truly a healer.
Yes.
And I want to share this.
And Mother, when you were saying about when we said godly counsel, what is the pearl of wisdom that you can tell these ladies on tonight?
When I say godly counsel, I mean get up on the people that love God and know the word and can help you in your situations. You know, and also train up your child in the way they should go. And when they're old, I didn't say they won't stray, but they won't fall far from it.
Yes. Look, We can give so much wisdom here on tonight. This is a power pack of wisdom, as mother borns and prophetess borns can talk. But listen, I want to encourage you and let you know our time has come and gone. But I want you to know, me and my mom, that we love you to life.
Yes,
all the
yes.
women that we have connected to, that me growing up connected with her, following my mom, and now as me being a pastor wife, I have connected with so many women. I want to let you know, both of us want to let you know that we love you to life,
Yes,
and we
yes.
expect the unexpectedly of what God is going to do in your life. We believe in the power of prayer and the
right.
wisdom
Yes,
of God.
yes.
Wisdom of God is the foundation, getting to know Him, and speak life to your children.
Yeah.
And most importantly, I want to speak life to you as we get ready to exit. On behalf of the Daughters of Destiny, you got
Amen.
this. I want to let you know that I love you,
Amen.
and I will be looking forward to see you on next Thursday. Mother, you want to say something right quick?
I love you to life.
I thank God for her, my mother. I see you next time, next Thursday. Love you at the same time. Bye-bye for now.